So now we will move on to the next experiment called thermal conductivity of a composite material. Okay, so as we know, thermal conductivity is a property of a particular substance. So in a composite material, you will have more than one substance. Hence, the thermal conductivity is going to vary across the surfaces of these substances. Hence, we have to find out an overall thermal conductivity value across these surfaces. Hence, this experiment will deal with that. So, however, the setup is very similar to the thermal conductivity of one substance, of the metal rod, which we did previously. So, in this case, we have the composite wall or a composite set of materials inside this apparatus, okay, and this insulation is provided over that. Similarly, heater is thermostat heater is provided here on this, which heats the surface on the composite wall on one end, and similarly the water input and the outlet is also measured here across the 2 points. And similarly, there are thermocouples placed here along inside this apparatus, wherein the temperatures at different points are measured. So in the same way as previous experiment, we have the flow rotometer measuring the flow rate. We have a temperature indicator wherein we can measure the temperatures at different points. Okay, these values are displayed here. The thermostat input is displayed here. This is the thermostat turning on the knobs, and this is the overall mains turning on and off. And this is the water inlet valve into the apparatus. Now we will move on to performing the experiment. Okay, first we will turn the mains on, main switch on, which will turn the whole apparatus on. Okay, then we will move to the thermostat, which will turn the heater on. You see the value got changed from 0 to a higher value. Okay, then we move on to turning the water valve on. So this will make the water flow into the apparatus, and using this rotometer we will fix a certain value of water flow rate. So once all this is turned on, we will just wait for a steady state to be reached. Okay, and once steady state is reached, then we will start measuring the temperatures at various points. So you see T1, T2, T3 are on the surface of the aluminum. T3 and T4 are the temperatures across the graphite surface, and T4 and T5 are the temperatures across the cast iron surface. T6 and T7 measure the water in and water outlet temperatures. Okay, as we change the knob, now we will see that the temperature values also change. You see very minor fluctuations, but then once steady state is reached, they will give profound values. Okay, so now we are at T6. Okay, then we can move to T7. T7 gives the water outlet value. So we substitute these differences across these various surfaces to give us the thermal conductivity across each surface, and then we substitute them using the formula across these surfaces to get the overall heat transfer coefficient. Okay, now if you look at the schematic, so we have aluminum, graphite and cast iron, and you see temperatures T1 to T3 here, T3, T4 across graphite, and T4, T5 across cast iron, and this is the T5, T6, T7 across the water inlet. So once you get these differences, okay, using these temperature differences, you will get the specific thermal conductivity across these three surfaces, and then you substitute in this formula to get the overall thermal conductivity, which is the objective of the experiment.